Hello, hello. I hope you have or had a great day. We're going to take a look at the gold chart in this video. In this video specifically, I want to talk about the gold structure on the shorter time frame. It's still in line with our bullish scenario, but currently is avoiding to drop in the B wave, which is actually due at some point. I want to share with you the two most likely scenarios at the moment. And before we dive into the microstructures, a quick announcement. If you are interested in more and additional and more in-depth analysis, we have in our in the group, basically, we have several channels, obviously, but there is a new main channel that in the future will be the new main channel for everything. So at the moment, we have a crypto channel, we have this channel here, and they continue to operate and will give you rapid, market updates as they do at the moment. But this here is our new MCO Global channel. It's basically the hub of our network, and this is where everything will come together. It's a new 2025 initiative. And this is a channel where there will be high quality video content with camera, with face cam, in-depth analysis. We might talk about geopolitical events. We talk about news, what really moves the markets. We maybe even do a fundamental analysis together with Elliott wave analysis of certain stocks. We will take a look at indexes, different asset classes, stuff globally. So this is going to be a super exciting channel. If you're interested in that stuff, I'll link it below. This is going to lift everything. It's going to be something seriously different. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, check it out. That's going to be the new main channel of all of our channels. So it's going to be the boss, yeah. So this is going to be next level. So feel free to check it out. Yeah, so for now, however, we'll have to deal with gold here. And on the gold chart, yeah, I mean, you see it's a pretty full wave count in this C wave. So the idea was, right, the idea was that from down here, a C wave started. That's sort of the thesis we had. We talked about C wave as a 5-wave pattern. Wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4. The wave 5 is very full and now extended. Now we know that in metals, in the metal sector, the 5th wave often gets extended. Not necessarily so much on the smaller time frames, but it does happen. So I'm not going to rule out this wave count, but I would say it possibly gets less and less likely the higher we go. Next upside level to watch is at $2,900. And I would need a sustained and decisive break below certainly below the last low, which is located here at 2,837, and then 2,802. Let me make that a bit larger for you. So for an indication that this B wave has started. Now, because we're going so high, I've been looking for alternative bullish scenarios. The idea is obviously that this 5th wave, which started in November, that this is an ABC structure, right? We talked about that. Now, the idea is, okay, was this A, B, C? This is not yet high enough for all of wave 5, so it could just be an A wave, right? And then we get a B wave, and then we get the C wave, which should take us to 3,000 and above. But because this A wave is getting so extended, I am considering as an alternative pathway that we say this is A, B, and this C wave is just extended and does it straight away. So it does it like in a very direct fashion, yeah? So this is something definitely to consider. In this scenario, I would label the move down there a little bit different because obviously, because this move up is a diagonal, not an impulse here, this move up that started on the 19th of December, there are always different interpretations. And I think I actually had it like that originally. So we will just put a labeling on here. I want to explain to you how we could see it as well. I could say this is wave 1, this might be wave 2, and then this here is all A, B, C, and we are in a 3rd wave. Then there could still be another 4, 5. So I'm just gonna, however, pick blue as color here. It's just a different way of labeling it. And in this case, actually the 3rd wave could still be unfolding and we can get another 4, 5 pattern. So while 2,900 is the next resistance, let's tidy up the chart a little bit. Let's add the next resistance levels, or let's say rather upside fib levels to watch. These are just levels where this move up could complete, find some resistance. But overall, we might actually, yeah, let me give you some, well, these ones, keep them in mind, 2,904, 2,937, 2,981, but for the blue count, we might have some different ones. So if we see a reaction specifically for these levels, which are specifically measured based on the blue microstructure, well, then this is a good case that actually blue is playing out. And in this scenario, oh, are these the same? Shame, I deleted the previous ones. Anyway, we're dealing here with 2,908. That would be the next target for wave 3 in blue. Then we have 2,934 and 2,967. So these are key targets for a third, right? And if we see a reaction exactly at one of them, it could really be an indication that this is a third and we're getting another 4, 5. So what we can do in addition, just add support for the fourth wave. So a little bit of a higher support area that we could watch, not much higher, but we have to consider that the pullback could be rather shallow then. I will show them with dashed lines. So it would be between 2,749 and 2,798 as micro support for this blue wave 4. But there is no sign anyway that a pullback has started. I told you which levels need to break to indicate a pullback has started. And if we get into this region or the lower one finds support, we're still looking for higher. Depending on how deep it goes, you know, we can make a judgment then, is it rather the blue count or the white count? I'd say if it goes higher to one of these levels between 2,908 and 2,967, obviously then we have to adjust support. But then if it starts to pull back from there, it's more likely the blue count. Then we can observe and watch the upper micro support, which I will obviously update. I will make another gold video in the next few days, and then we should see one more high at least. So this overall move shouldn't be complete, yeah. But where we have a bit of, where it's a bit unclear is it blue or white? You know, is it more directly bullish, but maybe then a little less bullish because this will finish earlier, or do we get another BC where the C wave could take us a little higher, right? Because the C wave is usually as long as the A wave. So bullish outlook, very clear about that. Key support therefore is at 2,653. But these support areas, they only give you an orientation. They are not so helpful right now because the price hasn't even topped. I think the focus needs to be on the last swing low. As long as that stays intact, the focus can be on higher prices and target range between 2,908 and 2,967 here on the micro level. That's the gold chart. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500 as well as regular updates about stocks, feel free to check out our stocks and S&P 500 service. You'll find the link in the description. And don't forget to subscribe for free here to the MCO Global channel for a lot of exciting stuff in the next few days. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.